Part 1. The silence that speaks volumes. She has not issued a public statement. She has not defended herself on social media. She has not appeared on television to set the record straight. And yet, Princess Eugenie's silence over the past 6 months has become the loudest statement of all. While her father's legal troubles continue to generate headlines and her mother's financial struggles play out in tabloid spreads, Eugenie has adopted a strategy that few anticipated: complete withdrawal from the public narrative, not disappearance. Withdrawal. There is a difference. And those close to the situation say it is deliberate, calculated, and far more revealing than any interview could ever be. According to royal insiders who spoke on condition of anonymity, Eugenie has been quietly consulting crisis management experts since late last year, not to repair her image, but to protect what remains of her private life. The advice she received was stark: say nothing, do nothing publicly, let the storm pass over you, not through you. It is advice she appears to have taken to heart, but the cost of that silence is starting to show in ways the public has only begun to notice. In March, Eugenie was expected to attend the annual Art Fund Awards, an event closely aligned with her professional work in the art world. She had attended every year since 2015. This year, her name was quietly removed from the guest list with no explanation provided. Then came the Serpentine Gallery Summer Party in June, one of the most high-profile cultural events in London. Eugenie has long been a fixture at the event, photographed mingling with artists, collectors, and designers. This year, she did not attend. Again, no statement, no explanation. Royal correspondent Camilla Tominey noted the pattern in a piece for The Telegraph, describing it as a strategic retreat rather than a temporary absence. She wrote that Eugenie had effectively placed herself under a self-imposed exile, avoiding any event where photographers might be present or where questions about her family could arise. But the most telling moment came in July. Eugenie's close friend and former flat Cressida Bonas hosted a private dinner in Chelsea to celebrate the launch of her new theater production. The guest list included several members of Eugenie's inner circle. Eugenie did not attend. Friends described her absence as heartbreaking and completely unlike her. One source told the Daily Mail that Eugenie had become increasingly isolated, not because others were avoiding her, but because she was avoiding them. The fear, according to those who know her, is not judgment, it is contamination. She does not want her presence to become a distraction or a burden for the people she cares about. That level of self-awareness is rare, but it also suggests something darker, a belief that her very proximity has become toxic. And the question no one seems willing to ask publicly is this: has Princess Eugenie become collateral damage in a scandal that was never hers to own? Behind the scenes, the strain is reportedly immense. Friends say Eugenie has been seeing a therapist regularly since the spring, something she had resisted for years. The sessions focus not on her father's actions, but on her own emotional survival, how to process guilt by association, how to maintain boundaries with family members whose behavior she cannot control, how to rebuild a sense of self when your surname has become synonymous with controversy. It is not the kind of therapy that produces quick results. It is the kind that asks hard questions, and Eugenie, by all accounts, has been asking them. Don't go anywhere. What we're about to reveal will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about loyalty, family, and the impossible choices Eugenie has been forced to make in private. Part 2. The cost of loyalty. There is a photo that circulated briefly in April before being scrubbed from most major news sites. It shows Princess Eugenie leaving a private clinic in West London, her face partially obscured by oversized sunglasses, her posture slumped in a way that felt uncharacteristic. The image was taken by a paparazzi photographer who later admitted he felt uncomfortable publishing it. He described her demeanor as fragile, and said she looked like someone carrying a weight they couldn't put down. That weight, according to sources close to the family, is the impossible position Eugenie has found herself in, caught between a father she loves and a public that has rendered judgment, between family loyalty and personal integrity, between wanting to defend her parents and knowing that defense would be indefensible. Royal historian Dr. Anna Whitelock described the situation as a no-win scenario in an interview with The Times. She explained that any public statement Eugenie makes will be weaponized. If she defends her father, she risks alienating the public and damaging her own reputation further. If she distances herself from him, she will be accused of abandonment and disloyalty, so she has chosen silence. But silence, as it turns out, is not the same as peace. Multiple sources have confirmed that Eugenie's relationship with her father has become strained in recent months. Not severed, but strained. She continues to see him privately, but the visits have become shorter and less frequent. Where she once visited Royal Lodge weekly, she now goes once or twice a month, and usually when she knows media attention will be minimal. One Palace insider described the dynamic as heartbreaking too. Witness. They said Eugenie still loves her father deeply but has come to terms with the fact that his actions have consequences she cannot shield herself from, and that realization has fundamentally altered their relationship. Sarah Ferguson, meanwhile, has reportedly urged Eugenie to stay strong and not let the critics win. But friends say Eugenie feels her mother does not fully grasp the severity of the situation, while Sarah has always had a defiant streak and a willingness to court controversy. Eugenie is more cautious, more aware of how perception shapes reality in the modern royal landscape. The tension between mother and daughter has reportedly led to several difficult conversations. In one instance, according to a source who spoke to The Sun, Sarah suggested Eugenie do a joint interview with her to set the record straight. Eugenie refused. She told her mother it would only make things worse. That refusal marked a turning point. It signaled that Eugenie was no longer willing to follow her mother's playbook. She was charting her own path, even if that path was lonely. Her sister Beatrice has been a source of support, but even that relationship has felt the strain. Beatrice, who has managed to maintain a relatively lower profile, has reportedly encouraged Eugenie to adopt a similar approach, to focus on her family, her work, and let time heal the public perception. But time, as Eugenie is discovering, does not heal wounds that continue to reopen. Every new article about Andrew, every resurfaced photo, every speculation about the family's finances, it all lands on her doorstep, whether she wants it to or not. And then there is Jack Brooksbank, her husband. Friends describe him as her anchor, the one person who has remained steadfastly supportive through all of this. But even he has felt the pressure. His work in the hospitality and brand ambassador space has reportedly been affected by association, with at least one major partnership quietly dissolved earlier this year. Jack has not spoken publicly about the situation, and those close to the couple say he has no intention of doing so. But the frustration is real. The sense that his wife is being punished for sins that are not her own, that their children will grow up with a surname that carries baggage they did nothing to create. Eugenie herself has reportedly become consumed with worry about her children. How will they be treated at school? What will other parents say? Will they be ostracized because of their grandfather's actions? These are not hypothetical concerns. They are daily anxieties that shape her decisions, her movements, her entire approach to parenting. One friend told Harper's Bazaar that Eugenie has become hyper-vigilant about protecting her sons from media exposure. She has stopped posting photos of them on social media entirely. She avoids public outings where photographers might be present. She has even considered relocating abroad permanently to escape the scrutiny. That consideration, according to sources, is not idle speculation. It is an active discussion she has been having with Jack. Portugal has been mentioned as a possibility, given Jack's work connections there. So has the United States, though that option seems less likely given the intense media interest in royals across the Atlantic. What is clear is that Eugenie feels trapped. Trapped by a narrative she did not create, trapped by a legacy she cannot escape, trapped by the simple fact of her birth. And the question that haunts her, according to those who know her best, is whether there will ever be a version of her life where she is seen as Eugenie, the person, rather than Eugenie the daughter of Andrew. Stay tuned, because what comes next reveals the secret plan. Eugenie has been quietly putting in place a plan that could change everything. Part 3. The Quiet REBL Leo in There is a moment in late August that few people outside Eugenie's inner circle know about. It has not been reported in the press. It was not leaked by palace sources, but it represents the clearest indication yet of where Eugenie's head and heart truly are. She attended a private meeting in London with a legal team specializing in reputational management and defamation law. The meeting lasted nearly 3 hours, and by the end of it, Eugenie had reportedly made a decision that surprised even her closest advisors. She is not going to fight back, but she is going